Mari, take a look at your chart. And I underlined the 7. What place is 7? 2 to the left of the decimal point. Okay. No, 1 to the left. Yeah. No, just 1. See the decimal point?
Yeah.
See where I have the 7?
Yeah.
Where's that? Column.
10.
Write the number out. 4, 7, twice, 8, 4, 2, 6. You see what I did? You know, where's the 7? What column?
Oh, the 1.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I gave you guys the chart in case you need it, all right? Oh, no problem. That's why we're doing these. Okay? Alrighty. What place is the 4? Can anybody tell me what place is the 4? Take a look. It's
Hundreds.
place. Hundreds. Excellent, Ashley. What place is the other 4? Mari. Because it's 2 places to the left of decimal.
Perfect. The other part is right now.
Beatrice, where's the 6?
10,000.
10,000. Excellent.
Oh, you're doing it backwards.
Did anybody have any trouble with these? Ashley, do you have any trouble with any of them?
No.
No? Mari, do you have trouble? You want me to go over any of what I've been over so far? Feel good? Alright. Then I have a quiz on Monday, and we're going to review it on Tuesday. But what we're going to do after that is we're going to start adding decimals. So I'm just going to show you how to do that.
Oh, wait, this is another good one.
Yep, good. You've done it?
All
Okay.
right, how much is a postcard? All right, you have 50 cents. How many postcards? Postcards, 25 cents. 75. If we did 25.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to line up all the numbers like we normally would. We're going to make sure that everything in the 10th place is in the 10th place. Line up all the decimals. All the decimals have to be lined up. Make sure that our numbers are copied correctly in the 1st place and the 10th place. And then we just do regular addition. The first thing I'm going to bring down automatically is the decimal point. Like that. You see how I did that right away? Line up all your numbers, bring the decimal point down first. And then we're going to do basic adding. So 7 plus 8 is 16 plus 6, 21. Just like we normally would. I put down my 1, carry the 2. 2 and 3 is 5, and 9 is 14, and 4. Okay. Carry my 1. 1 and 4 is 5, and 2 is 7.
78.1.
Okay. Mari, what's my answer? 4, 78, Ian, 1. Go ahead. 10. Right. Very good. Does everybody see how I did that? Okay, when you add up decimals, it's very important to line up all your numbers so all the decimals are in line. First thing you're going to do is you're going to bring down your decimal point. And one reason why it's important to be able to add with decimals is, remember we first started talking about decimals, we talked about we see decimals along with dollar signs when we're talking about money, right? And often if you look at a menu, or if you look at the price of something in a flyer, or online if you look at the price of something, you're going to see the dollar and the cent. Okay, so that's why it's important to be familiar with that. Okay? Let's try another one.
have the guys' attention for just a moment? It's the last week before we have to give of all the toys that we've gotten so far for Toys for Tots to the Marines. So we just want to let everyone know that there's about a week or so left before the initial due date. So we'll keep bringing in toys, unwrapped toys for Toys for Tots, and thank you to whoever has already brought them in. And we encourage you to bring in more toys for Toys for Tots. Yes, Beatrice?
JJ, we have to bring them unwrapped, right? And only one toy only, not more than one.
No, they have to be wrapped still in the plastic packaging if they came in a plastic packaging or in a box with the plastic around it. Don't open it whatsoever. Just bring it in and take it to the office. Listen to Miss Smalls or Mr. Wetzel about it, okay?
What happened to your hand?
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, next ready? All right. No. We're going to buy 2 items. One is, well, what's the first one cost?
The bathroom?
Can you wait a minute, Mike? What's the first item cost?
It's $26.99.
$26.99. What's the second item cost?
$13.
Well, if I want to know how much they cost in total, first I'm going to bring down my dollar sign. And what am I going to bring down next before I start adding?
Decimal point.
Decimal point. So now I'm just going to do regular addition.
Yeah, you're
9 plus 0 is 9. 9 plus 0 is
9.
6 and 3 is
9.
2 and 1 is
3. It's like $40.
comes to 39. If I want to round it up, it's about $40, right? Right. So that's why it's important to know how to line up numbers, because we work with money all the time.
A lot of people do math all the time.
Right. You do math every day, right? When you go to the cafeteria,
Oh, you have to pay money.
there's a couple of them. If you buy your lunch, it's $2.75.
This cost is.
How much do fries cost? French fries.
$5?
What is it? $1.25?
Yes.
Yep.
Cost 2 minutes.
All right, let's add them together to see how much we're going to spend for lunch. 5 and 5 is 10.
Not 0.
Right, 0, carry my 1. 1 and 7 is 8. And 2 is 10. 0, carry my 1. 1 and 2 is 3, and 1 is 4. $4. Right. So that's why it's important to be able to add and subtract using money, feeling comfortable with money. Because we use money every single day.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a wallet yet, but when I turn my here, I might have to pay money if I want to.
Good, or someday when you do have money, Beatrice, you're going to want to know how to make sure you add it correctly, right?
When I'm a grown-up, I do that when I have a wallet, I'll keep my money, like my driver license and coins and quarters.
All that, keep it organized inside your wallet,
Not
okay?
also my driver's license.
Right, right. When the time comes, you will. So, $4. So that's why it's important, as I said, we need decimals and to understand decimals. And this is what we do. When we add them up, we line up all the decimals, and we just add like we would normally add. If we need to carry, we do the same thing that we automatically would do. Regular, basic addition.
We didn't have time to
Okay.
paperwork.
Nope. I just reviewed today. Anybody have any questions before we get ready to go back to homeroom in a minute?
I don't have any questions. I know how to do it.
You feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Good.
And then
After
you
you
can
feel
take them off
comfortable
and
just for next
feel-
week?
Yep. Sure.
All right. Good job, guys.